Hey guys, so I did a look with a couple of products from the line called Pure Minerals, and I have picked up a new Pure Minerals product, or new to me. I think it's newish. It's the Pure Moonlight Glow Strobe Highlight Palette. Wow. So I picked this up and then I kind of like went through my makeup collection and I was like, what else do I have that's from Pure? Because they're cruelty free, and cruelty free is a direction that I'm definitely going into makeup wise, and they are on the on a couple lists that I have for cruelty free products. I think the one is called Bad Kitty cruelty free or something. They're on that list. And then I went to their website and they do talk about the fact that they are cruelty free. They're not vegan, just cruelty free. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about Pure and the products that I do have. So this is a palette that I picked up. It's called Starry Nights. Starry-eyed, I'm sorry. I didn't see that it was available on their website, but I think that some of the colors that they have in their other palettes are very similar to this, and we're just going to talk about them as a company and what their products are like. So this was an awesome thing. I want to say I picked this up at Sephora? No, Ulta over the holidays, and I want to say that it was $15, but I think this came as a free bonus with something, or maybe they had it like half price. I don't know, because I know I almost ordered enough to get 2 of these, but then I didn't, or something like that. I think it came free, but obviously at one point they were selling it for $15. So you get this little palette, and then it also comes with a mascara. So I used both in this look today. So I want to go through and I want to swatch the palette. And something that I'm going to be trying to do whenever I swatch is I'm going to do finger swatches, and I'm also going to go ahead and do brush swatches. So we have here Zodiac, Virtue, Icon, Mystic, and Eternal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch all 5 of them with my finger, and I'm doing 2 passes. So we're going to kind of like make that a rule. 2 pass with all products. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do them, and then right underneath we're going to do the brushes. The brush stroke. Okay, so sorry, my son called. He always takes precedence because he's really busy and I don't always get to talk to him. So now I'm going to go ahead and do a brush stroke under each one. So basically what that means is I want to see, and I want you to see, how these colors perform with a brush as well as with just a finger swatch. Sometimes it might end up being better, and sometimes it might end up being not as pigmented. I guess we will kind of see how that happens. So I'm going to go ahead and show you everything right now. Okay, so it's really kind of interesting. Okay, so this is the finger swatch and this is the brush stroke. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but on the lightest color, Icon, it's really more pigmented with the brush. And I really think that it is also with the color Virtue. The darker colors, I think that the finger swatch for Mystic and Eternal kind of ended up being a little darker, but with Zodiac, it actually seems exactly the same. So, performed well, like, just in general. So, again, I did definitely powdery, not a lot of fallout, but powdery in the pan for sure. But not like to the point where it's crazy. And like I said, this pigmentation I think is really nice. So I'm okay with, you know, things not being perfect. There's not that many eyeshadows that are 100% perfect. So, you know, this is the look that I attained with this. So if you want to see how I attained this look using the Pure eyeshadow palette in Starry Eyed, as well as the mascara in Volume Vixen, as well as the Pure Highlight and Strobing palette in, there's two colors of this, so I want to make sure. This one is Moonlight Glow. There's a darker one as well. So this is like so gold. It's crazy. So just go ahead and watch and you'll see a further explanation. But you know what? Before I kind of go into that, I'm going to go ahead and do swatches of these too. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. So we're going to open this up because I want you to see it. You're going to see it when in the demo, but I want you to see it now, just in case you decide, hey, I don't know if I want to go further with this. So this is the actual palette. It's really pretty. I think that this reminds me of like a really high-end palette. So these are the cream to powder products, the highlighters. They come in the colors Twilight, Lunar, and Eclipse. Okay, so Twilight, Lunar, and Eclipse. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and swatch them. We're going to do it on my arm. Twilight. Oh, that barely shows up. Lunar. And Eclipse. Gosh. Oh, there you go. There you go. They're really pretty. I think that they perform better on my face. So you'll see that in the demo. So just hang tight. So I'm going to go ahead and start this eye look. So this particular palette, oh, this is nice. It does bend all the way back. So I'm going to go in with Icon, which is right here. And I'm going to take Icon and I'm going to use actually my fluff brush that I'm going to end up using for other things and just go in and put it all over my eye. A little powdery. Definitely a little bit of a powdery product, but blends pretty nicely. But powdery for sure. It kicks up a lot of dust. But the pigmentation's there, so, you know, sometimes you got to forgive certain things. It doesn't leave a lot of fallout, but it just kicks up a lot of dust in the palette. Okay, so the next color that I'm going to go ahead in with is, I'm going to put Mystic, this color right here, in my transition area, in my crease. So, but I'm going to go in pretty lightly, and I kind of want to go in thinly. So I'm going to go in with a smaller shader brush. I'm going to use this one. So I probably even could go smaller, but I'll just be very gingerly whenever I put it in. So I'm going to put it in, but I'm only going to go about 3/4 of the way over. Yeah, I like the way that that deepened it up. And now that I'm not like really going into the palette, I'm just kind of going real gently. It's not kicking up too much more dust, or maybe it's just this color isn't as powdery. So that's nice. Very nice pigmentation because I was going very lightly. Yeah, it just kicked up a teeny tiny bit of dust. So now I'm going to go ahead and put Virtue on my eyelid, and I'm going to use a flat brush for that. And I might even wet my brush a little bit depending on how this performs, because I really want this shade Virtue to kind of really pop on my eyelid. So let's see how it performs without being wet. Pretty nicely. That is really the effect that I wanted. So I think I'm okay without wetting the brush, which is nice, especially for a $15 palette. Yeah, I really like this. This color Virtue, this would be a nice highlighter on someone that has darker skin. It's really frosty, really pigmented, really kind of unusual frosty color, and I really like it. Yeah. Okay, so now I just want to go into my corner. So I'm going to take this little tiny brush, and I'm going to take, I'm like, do I want to go the route of Eternal, or do I want to go the route of Zodiac? I think I'm going to go the route of Zodiac. And I think I'm going to go right in the corner. And I'm just going to kind of like V it out in my eye. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to clean this up a little bit because I just want a little off the rails. Always remember that you can clean up anything with a little bit of concealer and a brush or a makeup wipe. Anything can be cleaned up. So no worries about going off the rails. So now I'm just taking the brush that I put my crease shade in with, and then I put the all over color on with, and I'm just like buffing everything together. You know, usually I'll need to go back on my eyelid and kind of touch up, but I don't in this case. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do my lashes, and I'm gonna do my eyeliner, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm also going to go ahead and use a pure mascara that came with this cute little palette. Oh, it's kind of a wet mascara. It's very full brush. It's nice. I like it. I need to look in this mirror, though. Look away from the camera. But I want you guys to see the end result after each layer of mascara, or if I even decide not to put on a second layer. So that's one pass through. It's definitely a very wet mascara. You gotta be careful not to have any boo-boos. Okay, so now I'm doing a second. And FYI, I did not curl my lashes today. That's a second. I like it. Okay, so this is me using the Pure palette. It is so pretty. It is a really, really pretty palette. The actual palette, like, it feels like Charlotte Tilbury or something I can't afford, but I think this was only $28, so crazy. So I haven't really decided if I'm going to finger apply it because it is a cream to powder product, or if I'm going to put it on with a brush. I think I'm going to start out just kind of lightly finger applying it. And this is the lightest color, which is called Twilight. And I'm definitely going to use Lunar, which is the middle pink color as well. I don't know that I would use the other one because it's a little too dark, but I would use it for other things. Or, you know, if I ever got a tan. I like it. It's nice, like, really glowy, but like, sort of like safe for everyday usage kind of a glow, if you know what I mean. I really want to try this pinky one. So I'm going to just put my finger in like that. And I feel almost like I want to take the pinky one and see if it would work as a blush. If I just really wanted like a really light color. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I really, really like this. This is really pretty. So I'm going to go back in with Twilight again. And I'm going to put a little on my finger and do my Cupid's bow. Do a little bit under there. Oh. Nice. Yeah, I like it.